Hello there, everyone. This is Mark 3, and welcome back to Mindustry. And welcome back to the semi-molten planet of... I almost said Elune. Wrong franchise. No. Erekir. My second guess was Erekir. I swear sometimes my brain just goes derp. Anyway, yes, welcome back to Erekir. Apologies for the slight delay on this one. Though if you've seen my recent Series 3 posts, then you'll know that that one had a few teething issues with microphones starting to not working and all that stuff. But yes, welcome. And we have plenty of helpful information in the comments as well to start out, which is why I'm mucking around with my little beam here. I'm trying to familiarise myself with the mechanic a little bit, and it's working quite nicely. So, let's touch on a couple of relevant comments straight away, which is first two I'm picking out because I do appreciate the feedback on this. Dance Rave, not Dank. It's Dank 3R4VE, so a bit of leet speak in there. Dance Rave. I prefer if you played Erekir without reading all the information needed for missions before going into it, especially since there is no procedural generation and all the content is linear. That is fair. I was making vague noises about having kind of wish I'd known what was coming from where in this mission when we did this mission last time. But anyone who's not that familiar with my content will know that I tend to avoid spoilers where I can, actually. To the point where I don't exactly appreciate it when spoilers are put in comments and stuff like that. I mean, the thing is, I'll read it, then I'll know it, but I prefer not to know ahead of time, and Happy Aether will back me up on this point, because they've been around for quite a while. When the heck did I lose that? I better put a drill in. They've been around a while, so they know I tend to roll along those lines. So yeah, it was just a bit of whining. I was just whining a bit, if I'm going to be fair. Okay, so don't worry, I'm not reading ahead to try and find out exactly what I'm going to be up against. Next comment though, which is also why I'm mucking around with my beam, from Simul9051. In case you didn't know, you can heal your cores as well as any other building with your beams, which may be helpful if you find yourself in sticky situations. Then Lucas Ellis 183 comes with, yep, most people don't realise beam heals structures. I mean, I didn't know. I can understand why it's not well known. I mean, I was actually discarding the beam as useless. It's like, it doesn't do anything. But I checked the database after receiving that comment, and it's like, it tells you right in the unit description, capable of repairing structures, right there. It's not very good at damaging enemies, I'll tell you that for a fact. Though there are a couple of caveats I've noticed just by mucking around with it a bit. Most buildings is fine. If the building has an inventory though, like the cores, you can just click on it and it brings that up. It doesn't actually do your beam. But what you can do is trigger your beam and then sweep it around. If there's damaged buildings in the way, like anything that's in the way, it collides with that instead and repairs it, and then moves out to the next one, as you can see it's doing quite here. Repairing that turret, then it pops out there. So this thing can beam out and repair anything in a direction. Though you have to have your mouse over it, of course, to see the health, so just trigger it and then mouse back onto a core. And there we go. It's as if it never got attacked. Unfortunately though, I have already tested it and it doesn't do a thing to units. It's a light show, but it doesn't help. Anyway. Right. Moving on. Let's actually go to the next mission. The mission. What a time to go burble. Atlas. Threat high, enemy base. Let's go ahead and do it. The sector contains varied terrain and will require a variety of units to attack effectively. Upgraded units may also be necessary to get past some of the tough enemy bases detected here. Research the electrolyzer and the tank refabricator. Can I get tankier tanks then? That sounds good. But let's go ahead and launch. Four enemy cores, okay. It's giving me some basic drills, some basic stuff, a small upgrade. Let's go ahead and pause. Let's see. Next comment, before I probably do a time skip, is with all this beryllium I need to actually start digging out. Let's get some plasma lined up for all this. Because we've got to get this tasty resources, haven't we? I'll pop that there just because that will... Actually... No. I want to make sure I've got room for the stuff to get around, so... That there, power can connect to there. And then we get the pretty lasers for the rest of it. That'll do. Anyway, Lucas Ellis. Most recent commenter, by the way, Lucas Ellis, posted literally not that long before I actually started recording this. Must admit. Also has responded to most of the other comments already before, so that's why the name pops up. I also find it ironic that the name is so close to an old friend who I knew back in secondary school. So very close to that guy's name. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure it's not my old friend, unfortunately, but there we go. There. You've got it. You've got it. You've got it. That'll do. So, a few tips. The first 3 turrets have no stopping power. None. The third is the best, though. Honestly, the fuse has good knockback. I noticed that. Seems to be doing okay. The first one doesn't have much per target, but it's part of its effect is the punch-through effect, so it's better against a small group than an individual target. Though it didn't seem to be having trouble killing stuff, so I'm not sure about that none. Maybe it's related to tougher enemy units that you mean that? I mean, late game units, early game turrets, yeah, the early game turret's probably going to struggle a bit. Anyway, third best though, better with second ammo. Second, water fuel your turrets if you can. It's worth it, very worth it. I agree, I noticed that. Super, super useful to try and do that. Oh, there's graphite and stuff over there. Okay. Third, use your beam turret to heal structures. Yes. Duly noted, and I'm going to try. Just need to keep on doing this. Run this all the way back. I guess that'll do. More power. Heal structure is very vital, especially in the early to mid game. Also, you don't need 6 fabricators, you just don't. 3 is enough. 3, you say? I'm going to build 10. Yes. No. And there is a use for extra fabricators, actually. I mean, sure, it doesn't help much in production rates because you overwhelm your resources flows. But I would argue there is a case for them, as in, if you've let them build up, then as soon as you lose units, you'd have a replacement ready to pop out of your fabricator, and it's good to go. So I think that would be a good way to handle it. So that there is potential there. Also, I want to check the Marie, beryllium and silicon. Right, kind of expensive, but that's what I'm going to go with. Also, before we do this time skip and I try to advance a little bit, I would like to note that I've just unlocked reinforced payload conveyor from coming here and electrolyzer, but we've also had a bit of cross-contamination again. On the other planet, I just unlocked thorium, and it's popped up in this tech tree as well. And so I've just unlocked reinforced vault technology. So, yeah, bit of cross-contamination, but I can't do a thing about it because I don't have the resource. Interesting that it did that, though. Also, I should probably grab these while I'm at it. Reinforced thing. Reinforced router. Electrolyzer converts water into hydrogen and ozone gases. So we get to play with gases beyond just the steam I've been using. Nice. And we got our first flyer. Are you a flyer? No, it's a refabricator. Upgrades inputted tank units to second tier. Upgraded tank. Piercing. 36 damage. Okay, not too bad. But still, I want to get some hovers around, just so I can explore a little bit. And it's this one, isn't it? It's the elude. Yeah, it's the elude. Anyway, let's do some scouting. Let's try and find some terrain. Let's figure out what's going on. Also, let's reinforce our situation because we need more stuff. Okay, while all this builds out, we've got our last comment, deliberately saved for last, by the by. And that's just because it's the biggest. So, Happy Hafer! Yeah, I was just deleting a whole bunch of stuff. Happy Hafer, your comment time. I played further into Erekir campaign, and I have to change my opinion on turrets. Latest turrets are monstrously strong. They're still a bit ammo hungry, but they also don't need many shots to finish a wave, so just a container as buffer is usually enough. I was planning to install containers as buffers whenever I can. The only problem is I need tungsten, which I don't have access to immediately. Also, I'm running low on beryllium. Beryllium is the major blocking points just starting out on this planet, I think. You can really feel that Mindustry is meant to be a tower defense game more than an RTS game. A tower defense game, you say? I will make this game cry for mercy. Okay, this has not really come up on my channel very much, but I'm a tower defense player. I've played a whole bunch of tower defense games. I've just never really recorded any. So, tower defense game. Oh, yes. Ever since that particular genre of games took off from the tower defense level in Warcraft 3, oh, that's when it exploded. I loved that. But yeah, tower defense. I'm an old fan. Haha. And honestly, I feel like defenses often get ignored in RTS games more often than not. So I like an RTS game where you can mount solid defenses, usually, because it's just neglected in favour of the units. The units get all the glory. But defenses, just here, have this roadblock, and watch the enemy blow it to pieces. That's basically how it works, right? Oh, whoops. I keep doing that, don't I? That's not an output. I need to relay this bit a little bit. Okay. Continuing. The units can outmaneuver defenses quite easily. The crawler types can just walk over walls. The ship types can circumvent walls by going over liquids. And the later tiers are all flyers. I win many maps by attacking undefended parts from behind. In many of the later maps, the enemy bases have mostly anti-ground turrets only. Well, that's a bit of an oversight. That's the enemy being dumb. Well, yeah, I mean, let's be fair. From what I've seen, this game will rebuild enemy structures that you kill, but it won't actually build and expand its stuff, as far as I'm aware. So, we've got to give it a pass on that. It's not a full-fledged RTS game, this. So, the enemy AI doesn't build stuff. It only rebuilds stuff. There is a difference. My favourite strategy is targeting the supply connections just around the turrets. They stop shooting faster than just by destroying them. Yeah, that is true. If you can get an angle to blow up the supplies, that's usually a better route, I find. The turrets in themselves don't have much by way of storage. While I'm on the topic of units, you may want to switch exploring maps to using the radar towers to units like the eludes. They are faster and more resource efficient. That's why I'm building eludes first, by the way. Or trying to. because of this exact comment. So yeah, I did read all the comments and stuff before. Oh, hello. Yeah, as soon as that one went to full auto, it took it out pretty quick. But that was our first enemy incursion. No damage over here. A little bit of damage over here, but nothing major. So yeah, without that water cooling, a single turret like that was pretty weak. But now that it's actually got water coming into it, it should do a bit better. Now that I've got all the water connections sorted out. Just need to fix this. Just need to fix this. Okay. Let's go ahead and run you here. Router. And router. Delete. You. Router. I just keep losing track of things sometimes. Right. And then bridges to make sure that nothing happens. He says in vague hope, as the bridges try to auto-connect like silly things. Come on. There we go. And that should stop the silicon backfilling, so we actually have reliable silicon production. By the way, I'm going with 3 because I think I might have mentioned this last time, but this takes just sort of 15 units, and these tubes transport 15 units on total throughput. So if you can fill a tube with sand, you've basically got enough to run 3 silicon arcs furnaces. Right. So yeah, eludes. Oh, I never gave you power. That's why. I always forget the smallest things. But yeah, this is going to be my scouting companion from the guys from this one. One last thing, I've made some curious discoveries, so I'm not sure if I am just imagining things. The beam tower and the bridges seem to gain range as you progress in the campaign. I have no idea at what points it happens, I only just realised it, but I'm pretty sure that where I am... Oh. They managed to kill that, but my stuff managed to kill them. That's okay. Could probably do with some more turrets though, I must admit. So, let's actually do that. Let's get some more additional turrets. I think 3 will be good. Means I've got to realign some stuff. Let's take out 5 from there. Okay. Because I want to make sure I get everything sorted. So, ammo feeds and cooling feeds as soon as I find the bridges. Cross. So. And 1 router in the center. And that'll do the job. Of course, we've got to build the turret first, but nothing to do about that. But at least I'm building when I've got resources in hand. There we go. They're all getting ammo and water. Now I just need to make sure they've got defenses. There. They should find that a lot harder to get past. Easy. Oh, speaking of. Yeah, they died really quick. Okay. Discoveries. Sorry, Mitch. Maybe locked to specific maps though. Since my early maps still work fine, the longer bridges would surely have messed some belt pasta up. That belt pasta is usually a good way to try and work that stuff out, isn't it? Come on, alludes. We need to start checking the map. Like, there's more resources down there. There's power. Let's keep on going. I really wish the game maker adds a way to prevent bridges from auto-connecting. I think that's just a limitation of the engine, really, of how the game is designed. Keep on going. Yes. Intentionally built less compact and space inefficient to avoid convoluted bridges. On the bright side, I end up using the main bus building style, which will help when playing Factorio again. And then Lucas said, for later turrets, wait until you see the Smite. It's pretty much a heavy buffed diffuse. So there are things to look forward to. That said, though, I've spent like 20 minutes roughly on responding to the comments, and I am fine with that. Thank you for the feedback, you guys. I feel like this might be the edge of... Whoa, hello. Never mind, there's something out here. I'll have to check in on that later. But yeah, I'm going to keep on scouting around, and we'll see what we can uncover on this map. Resume normal game operations. Oh, hello. A little cloak and dagger, I think. That defensive line is not meant to do things, and oh look, there's extra things we can do back here. Oh, and enemy defensive units come out to join the party. Boo! How dare the enemy react to my presence? That's not allowed. Oh wait, no. Looks like it was an enemy attack wave that I just happened to intercept. So at least I can do something about this stuff. Those two units, let's use them to get some view at least. Okay. Resourcing base, it looks like. Is it really one base for every unit type? No, wait, it says 4 enemy cores, not 3. I need to expand. Okay, so I've got a defensive arrangement there. I will just go ahead and copy-paste that to where I want it, I suppose. Just need to make sure I've got feeds for water and ammo. Easy enough. Yes or nothing. I didn't make a mistake. Not at all. This is established. I do not make mistakes. Yes. But anyway, forward defenses are more or less secured now. Just have to make sure I get the final piece of the liquid connection in place. Just to ensure they've got the rapid fire functionality to go. I mean, I would like to have some storage tanks as well, but that will become an option very soon. Yep. Because, massive expansion here, we have gained access to tungsten deposits. So that'll let us do something about it. And these are the major choke points. Let's start going like that way, but they shouldn't really. There's not much there. Just to make sure I will wall it off just in case. See? No entry. No entry allowed. Especially to alien robots. Aren't they all aliens now? I think they are. Oh well. Right. With some heavy defences in place, it just leaves me now to check radar. Is the radar still... The radar is still actually better than having these turrets by themselves. It does give better radius, so there is some reason to use it. The turrets don't completely replace it. Besides which, there's no turret coverage over here anyway, so I probably should. Just to make sure I've got vision. Okay, sure. Yeah. Fine. I'll need power down here anyway for mining those materials. There we go. Right. All that's left is to turn all of this to my development and enjoyment. Because raw materials. Raw materials is the king of everything. More importantly, tungsten will give us access to what's left of our building options, so, you know, we kind of need that right now. Come on, give me the materials I so crave! Aha! A massive deluge of material. Excellent. And suddenly, we have more stuff. We have tungsten. Only a limited amount right now, but it is coming. Though sadly, we are kind of tapping out our power supply without even getting the rest of the drills and things online, so we need a better power source, darn it. We really do, we really do. But I have no idea what it might be. That's the big problem. Anyway, moving on. This place looks like it might have vulnerable to like getting rushed with a whole bunch of hovers. Let's check our hover army. Basically good, actually. So yeah, we might be able to knock out that hover basin immediately. Because we've got a full-size hover force, but good to go. We do need other units though. Yep, see, maxed out. Okay. Let's get... I think we're going to need mechs to get at one of them, after all, so we might as well prepare mech forces. Which is beryllium and silicon. Right. Alright, here we go. Hovering over the lake, like we just don't care. Let's go ahead and... Let's charge in and get rid of this. And then just... Let's try and focus down the core. See how well that goes. Though that said, there's a lot of hostile units gathering around here. Go away. Leave my units alone. Okay, so it feels like kind of stirred a hornet's nest a bit, but they are now going after my defences, which are okay. Oh wow, they're actually... No, that's not okay, they're going straight past my defences. Let's leave these guys and see what's going on up here. They are doing fun things to me. Okay. Maybe I should have seen that coming. Maybe not. I don't know. But they did kind of ignore my defenses to just... Well, they just whipped fast. So yeah, I guess it's... These defenses aren't so good if they're just wandering past it. Some diffuses to slow them down would have probably been a great idea. Ah, well. Just have to try and do something about all this now. More importantly though, we can actually recall the units because we have got enemy base destroyed, so we can do something about this. We've lost a lot of our stuff, but... Well, we lost our tungsten supplies, I should probably say. But beyond that, actually not that too much. We can rebuild this without too much trouble. And I will fortify myself a bit better for next time. If only I wasn't so short on power. I see that. I see some cheeky rebuilding going on. Who's rebuilding around here? Though actually there is of course this other route here which we haven't checked yet as well. I see, this is another core. Right. Okay, so this is going to be hydrogen, is what I need out of this area. And yep, of course, that is producing a blue cloud. Just got to connect it up to these thingamajiggers now. Like so. Right, so that's that. You're full of ozone, but I don't think I can use ozone for anything, so I'll just vent you for now. I'll give you some hydrogen. I could do with some more water. I could do with more power. Again, basic infrastructure seems to be my big bugbear for this. Also, I'd like to note, by the way, I wasn't able to hold on to the area with that core I knocked out. My units were not rebuilding fast enough, and they actually went and rebuilt the core, so yeah. I didn't realize that enemy rebuilding was on a matter of per base zone. Sorry, I thought it was per base zone. I didn't realize it was like universal. So they will go and rebuild any cores that are lost. So we got some forces building up at least. Oh, there we go. Right. There you go. We got some of those. We got a bunch of legged walkers over here. Of course, if we'd actually managed to take things over, that would have been a bit easier. But well, it's not. Wasn't our lot in life apparently. Okay, we can get a conduit out there. Good. And this is going to be the last piece in the puzzle as far as new tank construction is concerned. So yeah, this will be feeding out silicon to do all the shiny doohickeys. Yes, doohickeys. Thingamybobs. Archaic terms for random nonsense. Though, of course, of note is these guys need silicon. Also, we need to connect that there. Silicon beryllium into basic tanks, then silicon tungsten and hydrogen into upgraded tanks. And then we'll see what remains to be seen. But for now, we have units to try and command to go and do things. First things first, let's go over here and see how well they've done. They've probably rebuilt the entire darn thing at this point. So we need to kill it again. Are there defensive guns? Yes, there are defensive guns. They have indeed just also rebuilt the entire thing. Okay. And massive defensive force. Okay. Back off, let them get past. It's okay, there are defensive guns, there's additional defenses. There is also some walkers around to try and help deal with all this. So they're not going to do as much damage as they did last time, hopefully. And we can just get back in there now that their standing army is gone. Good. Yeah, this is going much better. Go on. There we go. This is my base now. And just to prove it, I am going to go ahead and find you guys and tell you to build your reinforcement units over this way. So hopefully that should help me hold this spot. But at least we've actually got something. Progress! Huzzah! Well, that's interesting. It looks like I've only seen like the occasional single hovercraft coming up this way after I push them out of here. So it's like they'll send a hovercraft through, then they'll try and scout around, they'll rebuild it, that kind of thing. But ever since I took these power generators here, they've been sending some wall climber units around this way to try and attack these guys. So it's oh look, here comes some more. See what I mean? They're just like sending a couple of units here and there. It's weird. So that said, of course, they have actually succeeded in cutting power off from the area. And they have actually managed to do it. Okay, right, sure. If you're going to do that, I'm going to call these guys back. Just so you know. Just because I don't want you to actually succeed in your machinations. I need this power. I need this power. I can't let you guys continue to just randomly blow it all up. So, I'm going to actually bring... Oh my goodness. I'm going to bring the wall climbers forward, but this is my first time seeing the tier 2 tanks around. They look chunky, don't they? Oh wow. And this area is trying to get its production sorted out, but it's yeah, it is short on water. I need, ideally, I want to tap some water supplies as well. But wall climbs can go this way, hovers can go this way. This base, if I can knock it out, then it's just going to have wall climbs coming from over this way. Really, so it's going to be pretty easy to hold on to it. But it is building hover units, actually, this base back here, rather than wall climbers. Easy. Yeah. I should have a force of hovers good to go. Well, almost. Is it 23 strong now? 24, 25, 26, 27. What are you guys doing back here? You're meant to be out this way. I've almost got a force. Okay, I've almost got a force. Also, there's one. I'm not even sure why. To be honest, I don't know why there's random units being lost around the map. But we do have a full-fledged hover raiding force, so I think for the last action today, I'm going to go ahead and knock over that second base site. I'll tell the robot rebuilding to go down here, because those walkers getting these things is a little bit of a problem. I should also try and actually make this connection here as well. And yes, I know, I could build a water condenser to get more water, but power is one of my major concerns. So since I want power more than anything, I'm not really trying to divert much into water, so I'm not building a true water condenser into this. Also got to remember that we've got to do that. There we go. Just patching it all up. Okay, right. Let's do this. Hover invasion. We have 28 brutes on standby. I don't know where the others have got to. Oh, here comes another one. Fine, I'll wait for you, you're a straggler. 28. Make that into 29. Oh, look at that, they're actually building some. Very slowly, but they are building. Right, let's go. That was their attack, now it's my attack. Charge! And I'm going to ignore them, just run past, and only engage back here where there's no turrets. Because their turrets just weren't enough to stop me, basically. Goes there again, the lights on this map are pretty. Very pretty. But more importantly, I have taken over. There we go. And this is my map now. My half of the map. No, I don't want schematics, I want the thing. There we go. There are many places like it, but this one is mine. And apparently their next core is over there. But my hovers can't get at it. This is as far as the hovers can go. Kind of interesting, though, that if you go either hovers or wall climbers, there's two bases on this map you can get at, it looks like. And then there's that third purely ground base over there. But that's probably why the game is saying you want to build more advanced tanks. Just for that area over there. But anyway, gotta call it there though, so. Interesting, there's still some walls around. Guys, come up here and blow this up, will you please? Thank you. A quick and dirty job, someone's got to do it, but here we go. But yeah, I'll get this base built up and secured, but until then though, this has been iMark3. Thank you all very much for watching, hope you guys are enjoying the show. Feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Helps out me, helps out the channel, and gives me those virtual head pats I oh so crave. Yes, virtual head pats. Yes. And see you all later. This place just needs some plasma drills, and unlock over the rest of it next time we play this planet.